Well, good morning, good morning. We are live on Facebook. That means we are live on YouTube. Yay! We're going to start gong ourselves in about 2 minutes. We're glad you're here. Here's the Casper boy. Look, there's a Casper. You're going to look that way. They're over there. Over there. There's a boy. Over here. Let's go. There's a boy, doggy. There's a dog and boy. There. Now they can see your eyes. There, they can see your eyes. There they are. The Casper boy. It's coffee with Casper time in about 2 minutes. Well, good morning, Pam. Nice to see you this morning. Good morning, Loretta. Nice to see you this morning. There we go. Good to gather. People are gathering. Very nice. Pam from Santa Rosa, Loretta from Idaho. There's Arlen checking in from San Clemente. Very nice. Got lots of California happening and got some Idaho happening. We'll see who else is going to be joining us this morning. Good morning, good morning. Okay. Oh, Casper says, I'm going to join you. You're going to join us. That's right. You're here. Okay. Well, good morning, Mark. Nice to see you. And Kai checking in. Good to see you guys from Atascadero. Very nice. Good morning, good morning. All right. 1 minute, we're going to gong ourselves in, and that means we're going to take a big, deep cleansing breath and allow ourselves just to be present here for this 20 minutes. We are glad you're here this morning. And my, oh my. My, oh my, so much going on, eh? Yeah. There we go. Good morning, Dave and Toby checking in. Toby and Loretta and Dave, all right. All right. Well, I guess you guys are getting used to having hairs around. Good morning from Moore Park. Reverend Tricia is here this morning. There we go. Here we got the gang coming in. All righty. There's 8:30. There's Carol. Good to see you, Carol. Nice to see you. All right, so we're going to take a big, deep cleansing breath, allowing that breath to go all the way down into our belly and relaxing the shoulders. Here we go. Remember, the gong is just a symbol of the law of the circle, the tone, the vibration that's coming from us. So we're going to deepen our vibration, hone our vibration down. And relaxing the shoulders. And one more time, big deep breath in. Not the sound And now letting that energy just come up into your heart center as we're going to relax. Good morning from Whittier this morning. Becky from South Carolina, nice to see you this morning. Well, we recognize, everybody here gathers, recognize there's only one energy. Energy and matter are equal and interchangeable. Even though it's vast and infinite, it's a closed system. And what we understand is that the birth of the coming of the cosmic Christ is the awakening within each individual soul of the glory of the I am that I am. Very often we share the quote from the 13th century mystic Meister Eckhart, the soul has two faces. One is gazing at the glory of God, the other is directing the senses. The challenge is that the birth of this divine idea of you at the very center of who you are, the I am that I am, is that we how often do you have that intuition, that something where you knew something and you didn't do it, and then you saw, I just knew I should have done that and I didn't do it. Well, that's that. Good morning from Honolulu, and nice to see you. Aloha. Nice to see you this morning. What we know is that the discovery of this I am, and then, as Dr. Ernest Holmes said in the last century, the ability to see through the mist into the eternal and changeless reality, and draw the eternal and changeless reality into this now moment through the I am that I am, so that I become conscious of who I am as an awakening soul in the world. Now, that dedication to awakening in the world, your personal dedication to awakening in the world to the glory of your own magnificence, the I am that I am, the spiritual magnificence that was given birth in me, as me, and through me, and to call it into existence in the midst of the race mind and its holding on to the miscreations over eons of time. This is the dawning of a new age, to release the miscreations, to allow them to dismantle and dissolve and return to the light and be reframed by a brand new consciousness. You and I are the place where the reframing of a brand new consciousness is taking place. Now, what's happening, particularly, again, I am a Westerner, I admit that. I am influenced by my own culture, which is here in the United States. And what we see in this culture is a tremendous amount of tumult born of a division of trying to reach back into the past and draw it into the future, and the desire to create a brand new future. So the race mind is slower, quite a bit slower than you and me, as we are awakening to the glory of the I am and calling that eternal reality, the spiritual magnificence of my own, the gift of my own life into creation, even in the midst of the race mind. So we are changing a paradigm. We are clarifying our consciousness, not against the race mind. We're part of the race mind, but rather to transmute the race mind, to change the race mind and its grasping on to the past, when the glory of a new day is born in this now moment. No matter what the tumult all around is, the glory of a new day is born in this new moment. So each of us here gathered, we're glad you're here. Let me know where you're checking in from. Each of us here gathered can see and can feel the challenge of waking up in the midst of the confusion of the race mind. So that means that we have to use the independence of our own being, the independence of our own free will, to choose a higher order of being, and that requires a discipline. Now, Americans don't like the word discipline. We don't like the idea of the old religions that said stand up, sit down, open the book, sing a song, get on your knees, fold the thing. All of the rules about how to be an awakened soul in the world, those rules, again, were born of an old paradigm. Now, discipline is not a bad thing. If we have good habits, for example, we don't say, oh God, I hate having to be so disciplined. No. You brush your teeth every day. I brush my teeth every day. I am aware of the necessity to have good hygiene. So I bathe, I brush my teeth, I wash my hands, I put on clean clothes, I wash laundry. I do things in order to stay clean and fresh and open, and I don't consider having good hygiene like a terribly profound discipline. It becomes a habit, and we get used to our habits. Now, what we need to do is create a new discipline. I like that word disciple line. How do I become a disciple of the I am that I am, and call that into my life? And the answer to that is it requires a discipline. Once I know there is only one life, that the law of the circle, the law of mind, has me directly connected to it. It takes the direct impress of my thought and acts upon it. The sum total of my thought, not just what's in my conscious mind, but also what's in the unconscious mind, what's underneath. And you and I, each one of us, must be the place where we do the cleansing work to transpose the race mind ideas and go to the far edge of what's possible in humanity, to bring out the glory of that I am, the glory of love and joy and peace and freedom and harmony and health, wealth and success as normal. So that's not what the race is doing. Remember, they want to struggle, they want to strife, they want to fight, they want to, hey, Paul, nice to see you this morning from Studio City. So again, we have to apply a discipline. So what is the discipline for an awakening soul in the world? That we do not get dragged in by the race mind, but can continue to be a contributing factor to the changing of the race mind to a new and higher good for the benefit of ourselves and the benefit of each and every soul who is born in the image and likeness of the One, and may not be vibrating high enough to even be aware of that yet, to even be aware of the fact that there's no such thing as a disconnected anything. Everything is related to everything else at some level. And so we are related to the race mind, but as light workers in the world, as someone who knows I am one with the One, I then must be a contributing force to transmuting, to dissolving the false ideas in the race mind and bringing forth new ideas which have been sitting on the edge of our desires, that peace on earth and goodwill to all humanity, and the earth is the right path. And it's been announced, it's been in the field for thousands of years. The saints, sages, mystics, the prophets, the artists have all tried to bring it back, to picture it, to give us images of it, to give us feelings of it, to look at the Pieta or David or the beautiful works of Monet, or it doesn't matter what the art is that stimulates the soul, or even beautiful and powerful movies that have told stories of the joy of humanity recognizing who and what they are. So we all have a place to do our right work in the world, but it's going to require that we enter into the discipline of separating ourselves through our spiritual practice on a daily basis. So the philosopher Ernest Holmes in the last century, before we were called Centers for Spiritual Living, before we were even known as New Thought, religious science, born of the philosophy of Ernest Holmes, became part of what was a larger picture, including the Fillmores and Drewer and Dresser and the Transcendentalists of the last 150 years, Ralph Waldo Emerson, etc., etc. We've been drawing these ideas in, but now we must embody them. We must make them part of who and what we are. So this is what Ernest Holmes said. This is how we become a practicing religious scientist, meaning all the great ideas from all the great traditions in the world, drawing our strength from wherever our scriptures, whatever you like, whatever books or sources or traditions that you get inspiration from. You can include all of that in your awareness, but daily we meditate, meaning daily we quiet that which the Buddhist calls the monkey mind, the circulating, hey Don, nice to see you from Burbank this morning. We cleanse ourselves of the monkey mind thoughts, the neurotic thought patterns that have a tendency to repeat themselves over and over and over again. It is often cited that 90% of our thoughts are repetitive thoughts day to day. So if we don't quiet the mind to make room for literally a new and fresh inspiration to enter in, then we're going to be involved in that 90% and not the 10% opportunity in every day to step beyond our own habitual thinking, to be step beyond what we knew yesterday and step into the power of a new day today. We quiet the mind. And as I've shared with you over the years, my practice is mantra meditation. The mantra that I use is I am. knowing that I am that I am. Look at this cute boy. He's got his paws on my knee. Come on up. You come up. Want to say hi again? Come on. Good. Right? I practice quieting the mind by putting the mantra right here, I am, and breathing and relaxing and focusing on the mantra and breathing and relaxing, allowing the mind to be still so that new thoughts might enter in, new inspiration might enter. Well, excuse me. Thanks for sharing. So daily we quiet the mind. And then daily, Ernest Holmes' definition of affirmative prayer was spiritual mind treatment, meaning I use my spiritual mind to clarify my consciousness, so I'm giving myself a personal treatment by means of clarifying my consciousness about what do I mean about health, what do I mean about wealth, what do I mean about love, by adding affirmations into my already established, there is one power, that power is the perfect life of the one. I am that life, the glory of that life is in me now. I am awakening to it now. I'm calling on that which is love and joy and wisdom and peace and freedom and harmony and kindness to move into my life today. See, that's our daily spiritual mind treatment, or our daily affirmative prayers. We must do that in the areas of health, wealth, love, and success, because the race mind is involved in all of this tumult. So we have to quiet the mind and then direct our own consciousness to go to the higher end of the vibration in the field. Hey, Ford, welcome from Marin County. Nice to see you today. So we then must enter into this disciple line to do a daily practice. So here's what I'm going to remind you. I'm going to remind you daily to quiet the mind. Breathe, relax, let go. Breathe, relax, let go. Focus on your unity with the whole. Daily to use affirmative prayer, to daily affirm that the power of the universe is with and for you and guiding you, and listening by means of that quietness within us, listening to that inspiration as it moves us forward. Daily we do spiritual mind treatment. Daily we quiet the mind. And here's now the one thing. I continue to read 2 newspapers, one from each coast on a regular basis, daily, pretty much daily. And it's disturbing. So you need to do what Raymond Charles Barker did. None of that is the real truth. The real truth is the awakening of the world. The real truth is the transmuting of the race mind. The real truth is reaching up to a higher level of unconditional love in my life and drawing it forward. And so the other aspect, the other discipline that we need to apply is visualizing. Taking your ideas, putting them into what would it look like? What would it feel like to have this kind of success? What would it look like? What would it feel like to be joyously living my life and doing my creative work every day? What would it look like? What would it feel like for me to be a beneficial presence in the world, and what does that look like? So I draw the images in, and it's amazing. There was a book years ago, I have it here on my shelf behind me, called Psychopictography. It's amazing, just creating the images of what you mean by your own success. Images, getting ideas of it, not telling the law what to do, but giving it the picture. And then you give it this picture. You do this now through your visualizations. You do it now with your words, with your affirmations. You're contributing to the picture of your life, not telling the universe how it has to be, but say this is the feeling and flavor of it, and then let go. We are not trying to make it come out exactly our way. We're trying to make it come out with these tones, with these feelings, and then we let that affirmation, this or something better. I'm seeking, and knocking for this expression of my life or something better. And that's ours to do. So daily we are bringing a new discipline, not being distracted by the newspapers, by the daily news. And if we are taking the time to do our daily spiritual practice to contribute to the changing of the race mind, so that one day the whole race and the critical mass will hit, and we will begin to see the changes wash over that bring forth new light, new love, new joy, new wisdom, new peace, and new harmony into your life and into all those who touch your life, and then circle upon circle, wheel upon wheel, generations upon generations, we begin to create a world that works for everyone, because underneath there are the underlying arms. Underneath there are the underlying arms. And those are the arms in which we want to live and move and have our being, because we're dedicated to it, because we're disciplined in it, because we have a new thought and a new idea about the possibility in the human condition. I want this for you. I want it for me. I want it for my children. I want it for my grandchildren. I want it for posterity. I want it for the world. Because the truth is, life is a wonderful thing. And the glory of who I am is a wonderful thing. And the glory of who you are is a wonderful thing. And let us dedicate ourselves to bringing it forth in a new way this week. I'm going to adjust my practice. I'm going to visualize just a little bit more, a couple, 3, 5 minutes a day. It's hard work. I'm going to clarify my consciousness against all the confusion of the race. Because right now, in this moment, the full potential of the glory of what it is to be a human being alive is right here with each of us. And we're gathered here together supporting one another, recognizing, realizing, hey, Dr. Janine Burns is here from New York. All right. So we are the right people at the right thing. And every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better because I am involved in the practices that make it possible for me to see through the mist into the eternal and changeless reality, which is the glory of the Most High, as the I am, and that you are, and that we are together. I celebrate who you are. Who you are is something special. If you found anything valuable in our time together today, share the video any way you can. Whatever groups, LinkedIn, YouTube, like, follow, check, share it, multiply it. Let's together continue making our contribution to an awakening world. Until we meet again, we invite you to go in the light, as the light and with the light. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. We'll be back next week with Coffee with Casper. We'll see you then. Invite a friend. Bye for now.